Hey everybody, how's it? Good morning. Well, I thought that I would just take a moment, a little breather, a little step back from the music for a bit, and I wanted to answer a question that actually came across my Twitch channel. And this was recently, this was last week. And I wanted to answer that because it ties right into this channel and what to me was the genesis of a rejuvenation of my creativity because of this channel. You know what? There's no two ways about it. By me starting the channel all by accident, you guys know that backstory. There's no two ways about the fact that going through this journey really opened my eyes to the amount of metal genres that are out there, the incredible quality of musicianship, arrangement, engineering techniques, being able to be real time and listening to tracks from as far back as I can remember in my youth in the 60s and 70s to this very current day, to hear the transition in engineering and sounds and techniques and the nostalgia of the old, the wonderment, if you would, of the new. It has been absolutely incredible. And for me as a composer, it really kind of tire ironed me out of a creative gulch, if you would, because, you know, my little, you know, snow globe of a world as a composer in what I do really kind of pockets me into a certain specific way of producing music and writing music, you know, at the behest of others, publishers that hire me, instead of me being openly creative and say, hey, how about this? I've always been that guy that's, you know, and blessed and gratefully so to still be in my 60s and still get those phone calls every now and then. It's still, can it sound like this? Can it be like this and all that? And it's nothing that's really, you know, organically creative, you know, through here. What this channel has done twofold is, one, it has revitalized my energy with the guitar, and listening to the kind of production and listening to all the incredible musicianship and the riffage and the drumming and all the levels of musicianship has changed extraordinarily, you know, from, you know, the 70s and 60s, where there was maybe, from what we knew because of how music was, you know, given to us back then through a little myopic thing called radio and stuff, of incredible musicians. Now the handful, or then, I'm sorry, the handful to now, there's so many extraordinary musicians and arrangers and composers out there, it's mind-numbing. But the second thing, when I said twofold, is there's a little bit of a slight, like, I don't want to say depression, but sadness, because I listen to all these musicians and what they can do with their techniques and their styles and their melodies and everything. I'm like, oh my God. Sometimes I pick up my guitar and I want to play and I'm saying, hey, I'm going to listen to this, you know, guitar player, or this or this and this. And I sit there and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. You know, so sometimes, you know, it makes me feel that, you know, instead of after a job running and grabbing my surfboard and going surfing, or just, you know, doing my outdoors life, I maybe could have, you know, stayed in and just woodshed, if you would. No pun. That was funny. I didn't mean to say it that way, but it came out that way. But the journey on the channel has been extraordinary. And it also opened me up to just putting out stuff that I normally would have never. For those of you who've seen my guitar backing tracks, all of those guitar backing tracks are because of my influence of this channel. And so, you know, it has been an absolutely outstanding experience for me. You know, and then finally, but truly, first off, the amount of people that I've met that have been so cool, so kind, so helpful, and everything. I think the metal, excuse me, the metal community, I've always heard it in articles and said as being the most generous, being the most embracing, you know, once you get into the circle kind of a thing. And not even if you're just in the circle, but just as a spiritual group of human beings. You know, that the metal industry and the rock or the metal and rock fan base are, you know, really, I mean, I've experienced really great things, you know, with the channel. So anyhow, I hope that answered a little bit of it and I shed a little light on that, but that's just what it meant to me. So you guys have a great rest of your week. I'm going to be parachuting in with more stuff. Somebody tells me I've got to listen to the new Dream Theater. I've been seeing that pop up with other people listening to it, so I just may have to do that this week. What do you think? Let me know. You guys If you're still here, just type in, I'm still here. All right, have a killer day. All right.